show you an overview of our products, our company, our lifestyle, and also of the economic trends. At the end of this presentation, we're going to ask you to consider to categorize yourself just for a moment in one of three places. Either you've taken a look at these products and you've said, these benefits sound great. I'd love to have what they're talking about. I'd love more energy, more vitality, a better immune system. I'd like to look younger, feel younger, and perform better. Or you may be in a position to say, I've still got some questions, but that business opportunity, the chance to make an extraordinary income that can go on and on and on, perhaps for generations, that sounds interesting. And I'm interested in finding out more about that. Or you may be in a position to just say, you know what, this isn't for me. And either way, we thank you for your attention and considering what we have. I want to start by giving you a sense of where we're at today. For most people, these three things are the most important when you get right down to it: health, quality of life, and longevity. Now, for a lot of us, we have a sense that the quality of life and health and longevity are not all they could be. In this age of technology and breakthrough medicine and nutritional breakthroughs, most of us are still feeling like we're not getting all the benefits that we've heard about. We know there's more out there, but we don't have access. We don't have a guide to show us how to access this stuff. And unless you're like my wife, who's an expert in this, who has the time? So we're going to show you an easy pathway to access breakthrough technology in the nutrition and quality of life and longevity as well. Now, challenges Americans face, and I'm going to use Americans, but throughout the Western world, these statistics hold. 1 in 3 Americans will get cancer in their lifetime. At the turn of the last century, not 1999 to 2000, but the turn of the last century, these statistics, people would be shocked. They wouldn't believe you if you had told them that heart disease would be the #1 killer. And what's the first symptom for a lot of people of heart disease? Sudden death. Now, some may say that's a good way to go. You don't have a lot of suffering, but I'm not ready to cut my life short because of something that is entirely preventable. Immune system disorders. Does anybody know somebody with chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, the whole gamut? Look, almost everybody in the room has their hands up. These diseases are rampant. And they're rampant without a good reason. Now, I know the cause, but I say without good reason. Just because they're everywhere doesn't make it right. Here's one of the culprits. Our food supply has been corrupted. The soils are the culprit. And just think for a minute. People used to have a farm, and they'd crop the soil once, maybe twice a year. But today, what happens? Well, they're cropping several times a year. The soil is not allowed to lay fallow. They're not putting organic nutrients back in the soil. They're putting three nutrients, three chemicals, P and K, largely. So again, this isn't some conspiracy. This is just the way it is. This is life today. And the most corrupt part is that we need these essential trace minerals. We need literally 70 or 80 of these every single day. And if you're not getting them from the food, tell me, where are you getting them? Now, the way that I know to be powerful with this is to be proactive, not reactive. Be proactive. Why? Because when you're reactive, when you have one of these diseases, it's a little too late, isn't it? The best strategy is prevention. It's being proactive. And it's not being proactive once a year getting a checkup, although that's a good thing. It's proactive on a daily basis. It's giving your body what it needs to defend itself, what it needs to regenerate, what it needs for optimal, radiant health. Now, our product, Body Balance, is a whole food supplement. Now, why is this important? Because whole food is how the body was designed to operate. When you put an apple into your mouth, your body knows exactly what to do with that apple or that orange. So think about it. Whole food nutrition will get the job done. And it's a broad spectrum of these trace minerals that are so important on an hourly, daily basis. Now, our sea vegetables, it's a proprietary blend. are an incredible source of minerals. Now, another major ingredient is aloe vera. Now, everybody knows about aloe vera, that if you get a sunburn or a scrape and you put a little aloe vera on it, it heals faster, feels better quickly. Can you imagine having that benefit throughout your whole body every hour of every day? In other words, if you were to drink aloe vera on a daily basis, what the benefit would be to your insides, your organs, your systems, your skin, your entire body. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, perhaps, gee, I don't want to glug that stuff. That looks gross. Well, we have found a way to have this product actually taste good. And it tastes so good that kids even ask for it, which is pretty rare in this carbonated world. And it is a drink. They're going to get 90 to 95% of that in their body. And it is cold processed. For those of you that know that the enzymes are killed over 118 degrees when they're heated. This is an enzymatically alive product.
Okay, this is Paul here. I'm going to cut in at this moment before Michael goes on to talk about the details of the ingredients. And I want to introduce you to Lydia Nasir from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, so she can talk about results that she's seen relating to an autoimmune disorder.
Hi, I'm Lydia Nasir, and I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and I am a stay-at-home mother of 3. And about 15 years ago, when I was in my late 20s, I lost my health. My health completely crashed. Was eventually diagnosed with 2 autoimmune diseases, fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue. I am now 44, and I feel better than I felt at 29. I have my health back. I have more energy than I had even as a teenager. I have no symptoms of fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue, which I was told was incurable and that I would have to learn to manage it. It has literally changed my life.
Now let's look at the health benefits of sea veggies. The Japanese consume more sea vegetables than any other people in the world. 30,000 currently living over the age of 100. How many of you want to live healthy over the age of 100? Everybody. Who wouldn't? Well, 4 times as many will reach that age of 100 compared to U.S. citizens. And they have the lowest rate of chronic disease in the world. Let's look at these sea veggies. Scientific studies. Now, there are 3 kinds of sea veggies we use, brown, green, and red. And we have captured those and put them in this drink. You don't have to go get your goggles and your fins and your tanks on and go down, 50 feet below and get a pair of hedge clippers and clip this stuff. That's all done for you. That's what we do. We send these robotic divers, these machines, and they go harvest this stuff. And it is harvested sustainably, so you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about us depleting a valuable commodity. And some of this stuff, because, if they harvest in the middle of the summer in the Arctic regions, you know what that means? 24-hour sun. So we're not depleting these in an unsustainable way. You can rest assured of that. Our blend, our C9 blend, has these wide spectrum of nutrients, beta-carotene, vitamins, amino acids, enzymes, antioxidants, phytonutrients, chlorophyll, and on and on and on. Now, I don't know about you, but I go into the pharmacy and I go to the health food section, I'm looking and I want something, and there's this aisle of bottles. And I can't even pronounce some of the names. It's just overwhelming. There's hundreds. Think how the average consumer, they go in, they say, well, the processed salad, they grab the Centrum or the One-A-Day, because it's so confusing. You see, the beauty of our product, put it in the fridge, open the lid, and drink. Put it back and do it the next day. It's that simple. This is a very simple way to access radiant health. Now, organic aloe vera, we use the inner leaf, and for those of you that are not aloe experts, that's important. And our aloe is certified by the International Aloe Science Council. Now, this is a high-quality aloe vera. Here's some scientific evidence. Over 500 scientific studies. If you go on PubMed.com, one of the most heavily researched botanicals in the world in history is aloe vera. It's been used at culture after culture after culture. It's in the Bible. A couple of things. It increases the bioavailability of these vitamins, has antioxidants, supports GI tract health, and it increases immune cell function. I'll tell you a little bit of my story. I was one of these people that pretty healthy, but it seemed like every year I'd get sick. I've been drinking Body Balance for over a decade now, every single day. I wouldn't be without it, and my rate of getting sick has plummeted to almost non-existent. That's immune function. The only strategy that makes sense to me is have a robust immune system. So I urge you to start thinking in terms of proactive support for your health. Now here's some benefits that people are reporting with Body Balance. First of all, increased energy and vitality. In this fast-paced 60-mile-an-hour world, we're living in a 3-mile-an-hour body in a 60-mile-an-hour world, and people are just out of gas. Body Balance is an organic source of energy. It's not kicking your adrenals into overdrive. Mental clarity and focus, digestive health, immune functioning, these are important things.
Okay, what I'm going to do right now is cut in here, and I want you to hear from Jan Lauder, who's over in the Grand Junction, Colorado area, who's been taking this product for about 6 years.
My name is Jan Lauder. I'm from Grand Junction, Colorado. In 1997, I was diagnosed with lupus, and for me that meant living with the never-ending flu symptoms. Fever, chills, extreme fatigue. I woke up in pain every morning. I was a mother of 4 teenagers, a teacher, and it was very difficult. I actually had to quit my teaching job because of my health challenges. I visited my sister and was introduced to a nutritionist who got me started. About 5 months later, I started waking up a few pain-free mornings, and it was very gradual. I began to exercise a little bit. After 1 full year, I was totally pain-free, and began recommending the products just passionately to people because I knew how much it had helped me. Right now, I have a very active life. I have more energy than about 90% of the people I know, and it's just been a wonderful experience.
Okay, so Body Balance over those years has been endorsed by thousands and thousands of health practitioners and healthcare professionals. Now that's very, very different than a lot of companies and a lot of products. I've seen a number of products that, they're very proud to have one medical person endorse them. We have literally thousands. Very unusual in the industry. Here's Life Force today. We have a corporate facility in San Diego, California, and we're a member in good standing of the Better Business Bureau, which for those of you that are in business, not something easily maintained over this period of time. We're a member of the Direct Sellers Association. We operate in 5 countries, the US, Canada, Australia, Singapore, and New Zealand. Worldwide opportunity. We have the highest quality control because we manufacture our own products. Now, this is important. We can also control our costs. If you haven't gotten excited by now, I've been holding the best for last. I really have. I've been holding our best product, which is our business opportunity. One of the things that I know about disease is there's a financial basis. How many of you can honestly say that you have no financial stress in your life? Okay, so there's a couple of members, but you get the point. So our best product, in my opinion, is our business opportunity. Now, the pathway for sharing these products is network marketing. Network marketing is a fairly new concept, and it's a fairly new industry in the world. It is a multi-billion-dollar worldwide industry. It's huge. It's in almost every Western country. Right now, I want to talk about how you, should you choose this, can get involved. You see, one of the great things about network marketing? You can work from home. You can work from home. For those of you that have families, wouldn't it be nice to be at home while your children need you? It's a great lifestyle, and increasingly, Americans are gravitating toward this lifestyle. No prior business experience is a big plus. We train you. The flexibility is really, really nice. How many of you are just sick and tired of having to ask your boss for time off? You know what I do? I go to the mirror and I say, "Boss, can I have some time off?" And he usually goes, "Of course." Now in our business, you don't have to stock any product. There's no overhead. There's no inventory. There's no advertising. None of that. This actually is a business you can get involved in with no capital expense. We'll show you how to do that in a little while. Now, according to a noted presidential economic advisor and an economist, Pilzer, he says the market for this kind of product, for wellness-related products will be over $1 trillion in the next 2 years, 2.5 years. That's phenomenal. And why is this industry so important to you? Well, there's this thing called the baby boom generation. Okay, the baby boom generation is about almost 80 million people. Huge market. Doesn't mean this product's just for the baby boomers, but it's driving an economic trend. They will dig in their pocket for a product that will make them feel better, perform better, look better, and have a quality of life that could lead to longevity. They'll pay for it. And the good news is this is not a fad, not a trend. This wellness-related industry will get bigger and bigger and bigger over the next 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 years. Because people don't just want to feel good today, they want to feel good the rest of their life. And if they get involved using your product, you've got an income the rest of their life. Now you want to let that sink in. Because when I first thought about this, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. It's an exciting concept, folks. Now, over the next decade, there'll be 10 million new millionaires created. And many of those will be in our industry.
Okay, let's listen to Manfred Raunig from New Zealand, who just turned 50, and he's in that exact age category that Michael was just talking about.
My name's Manfred Raunig. I'm from New Zealand. I used to be a self-sufficient organic gardener and farmer. What happened for me was I was 40, having a baby by surprise, and all of a sudden what I thought was a sustainable lifestyle was no longer sustainable. And so it just became a very successful journey very quickly. And from having had no money in the bank and no assets at all at 40, to sitting here now at 50, being financially independent, having no mortgage, don't owe anybody anything, and I got a beautiful farmhouse with a bit of land on the beach in New Zealand, looking at the mountains on one side and the beach on the other. It's just fulfilled a dream.
Now, with LifeForce International, as part of our great industry, the average payout of a network marketing firm is under 40 cents on the dollar. That means if a dollar walks in, 40 cents goes out in commission. Our company pays out substantially more than that. Now let me ask you a question. Suppose you're looking for a job, Saturday afternoon, you're walking down a street, and you're a window washer, and on the right is a window washing place that says, well, I'll give you 40 cents per window to wash our windows. Same building on the left says, I'll give you 60 cents to wash our windows. Dumb question of the morning, which one are you going to take? Well, it's a no-brainer. It's a slam dunk. You're going to go with the one that pays you more. Now here's how we pay. Network marketing is very simple. We're already doing it. We're already doing it. Anytime you have a restaurant or a television show or a DVD or something you like, you tell your friends about it, don't you? I tell this person, hey, I've got this great product. I feel better. I'm performing better. It works for me. If you want to try it, here, call this 800 number. Go on the website and order just like I do, direct from the company. He does it. The company sends me a little thank you check. Say, gee, we didn't have to advertise. We didn't have to have stores. We didn't have to do all this stuff. Here's a thank you for having him be our customer. For that, I get a 55% payout paid the same week. Pretty exciting. But it gets even better. Because the next month, that shifts over to another part of the pay plan where I get paid again and again every single time he purchases the products. But it gets even better because what's he going to do? If he likes something, he's going to tell his friends. And guess what? I get checks from the company for his purchase, for her purchase, for her purchase, and for his purchase. Folks, when this thing starts driving, you can create a network of people purchasing your recommended product through your efforts that will create a lifetime residual income for you if you do it right. A lifetime residual income that goes beyond your life. It goes to the life of your children. This is exciting stuff. This is a new frontier in the economic system. You see, this is the new economy. All right, compensation plan example. If you were to get 4 people, that's you got 4 people, and they each got 4 people, guess what? Do you guys think you could make a mortgage payment with that, some of you? You might be able to give up that part-time job, or your spouse could quit working, or if you were happy with your job, you could put that away for retirement. or put it for your children or grandchildren, or use it for an extra vacation.
Okay, let's hear from Patty Shacklett, who's a franchise owner down in Durango, Colorado.
My name's Patty Shacklett, and I'm from Durango, Colorado. And I had just opened a franchise, a fitness center. So I was thrilled with this liquid. And then what happened that surprised me was that my health started to get better. My allergies started to go away. It won me over in spite of me and in spite of how busy I was. You know, by that time I was getting a couple checks because of the people I referred it to. And when I looked at the business side of it, it clicked to me immediately that this is a business not only that I can do, but that I can teach other people to do. Because I had just opened a franchise and spent, over $100,000. And I was receiving a profit without the effort that it took to do this franchise at all. And so I immediately decided that this is what I want to do. I want to teach other people how to become entrepreneurs and go into business for themselves without going into debt, without the risk, with an immediate return on your investment. All those things on the business side immediately excited me, and I put that together with a product that had already proven itself to me. And so I always tell people there at that point, I'd only been open about 6 months, and I kind of formulated my exit strategy on how to sell that fitness center and just do this and work out of my home. And I have 3 small children, 3 girls, elementary school. I'm with them whenever they need me, and I have a team of wonderful people that are in business for themselves. So it's very exciting.
I'll give you another example. You might go, well, that's all nice. But if you were to get 10 people who got 10 people, do you think you could scrape by on about $14,000 a month? We have people in this room who are making in excess of that. And on the break, they'll be happy to share with you what they did and how they did it. Now, I don't want you to think this is some get-rich-quick scheme or so easy to do anybody could do it. And it is true, it's simple. But it's not called not work marketing. It's called network marketing. Yeah. It's a real opportunity. It's a career path. It's a profession.
Okay, let's hear from Stephen Godlewski from Chicago, Illinois.
Hi, my name's Stephen Godlewski, and I figured, well, if I could make a little bit of money and pay for my products, what's the harm? Made enough money to start to pay for my products. Then it turned into my check was able to make my car payment at the time. And then it went from my car payment to my house payment. So put a little bit more effort into it. And a few months later, I actually walked into my boss's office, shut the door behind me, and told him I'm retiring. And I'm going to stay home and take care of my son. And I was 38 years old at the time. And at the time, I was making pretty close to 6 figures. That's been about 4 or 5 years ago. Our check has tripled since then. But if I can do it, anybody can.
We train you and support you through every step along the way. And we give you an opportunity to start earning literally from day one. So if you're a guest here today and you decided to get involved, we're going to walk the talk. We have a training immediately following. It's called the Getting Started Training. We're going to get you trained today, and by tonight, you can be making money. And on a very individual basis, we're offering the chance to have a life coach, a wellness coach, and an economic coach. Guys, the kind of training that we provide, you would pay thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars for. And it's all part of what we offer to you, absolutely free, simply for being part of our group. What does it cost to get started? Our membership is free. We suggest that you get started with the 4-pack or the 8-pack, 4-pack for customers, 8-pack for the business builders, and all products are unconditionally satisfaction, full refund guarantee for 45 days. Now here's what that means. We believe in our product so much that we're willing to back it so that you have the opportunity to trial it for free. Get in touch with the person who introduced you to this. Now they may be sitting next to you today or they may be a phone call away. But tell them you'd like to become either a member or a customer. And remember, there's absolutely no risk because of our satisfaction guarantee on the products.